So you're sticking with Sonic. So that's the moral of the story.
I am sticking with Soniqs. I'm a believer in the system and the roster and their ability to bounce back from mistakes made yesterday.
I am feeling the Space Boys for this one. And honestly, it's really just because of what Fox was saying. I feel like this is a very comfortable map for SSG. And adding Iconic, which can be a very dynamic player, especially on maps where aggression can win you big rounds. I feel like this is just a fantastic addition for them.
Well, I can say, sorry, Ash.
You guys are like Papa.
Ashton talking in chat made me laugh. Wow, it's literally the DZ bans. That's actually really funny. I mean, I imagine he's probably going to have something to say about that. He had something to say about DZ banning Dokkaebi and Azami like they always do yesterday. But I will say, going to Consulate with SSG in the lobby on this map in particular, as I'm sure many of you, if you're a North American fan, weigh a lot of utility, but depending on what codes were and weren't used, could prove to be a problem, especially as it seems Soniqs aware of that player all the way up on the top floor. So as they drop down, try to get Ambi ahead of the Solus inside of admin. Round might be done. Merc and Geo have flooded in. A nice little flick by Ambi to make this a 1v5. They know Ashen's upstairs, and they know he has to rotate down now. So while his exact position might not be known, it's very quickly found out. Nice little answer back by the Soniqs. A flawless to tie the game. They've also got the cutoff for Iconic's position upstairs, so a pinch could very well happen, and indeed it does. Don't even need the players down below. Forest may be contemplating a race swing, but two different players end up falling to Geo on this window. It's still an unforced error that gives Soniqs a 5v3. Ambi looking for the third kill for SQ. Instead, it's SSG somehow making this a 3v3, and Ashen could very well trade here. But Ambi's able to back off very quickly. Instead, he turns around and cuts down Merc, costs most of his HP, and puts SQ in a very difficult position. But nobody swings. They'll bet it in the post plant. Geo's rotated deeper into the site, knows the Solus is close, but the impact grenade hits him right in the head. Ambi on reduced HP needs to find both of these kills. Fortunately for Ambi, I will say the clutch drone's not having a lot of impact, so depending on where this blitz runs, might run into some of those F-Knots, and, well, it's not even the F-Knots that do the talking in that early round. Two players from SSG. Kills, make it a 4v3. Merc's able to bring that back, even if for just a moment. They've cleared out that top floor, which, to be fair, Soniqs have struggled with so far. Hitting the site, that's been working, but the roams have been difficult. This time, they just barely make it out even. Are Soniqs aware of this? Do they have any drones as the kills are going down on the site? Ambi's actually finding one. This is a player that could be ran into by Foltz, but Ashen retakes the top floor. Him and Foltz not communicating, or maybe they are, but clearly is not aware of Ambi's close position on yellow stairs. Foltz can spot this diffuser. Ambi can watch as the impact goes out, tries to bait out the swing, and it's successful.
This is so insane. Stun comes back. Ambi's aware, able to decapitate Forest. 3 versus 4 now. Very minimal time for the offense to try and get something going, but Ambi, a detriment to the health of Space Station. Cancerous right now, and so get an extra for his troubles. J90's there to finally snuff it, but he's done too much. Only 10 seconds remain. J90 will have to be Superman, X-ray vision or something to try and win this situation. Finally, Rexen will shut him down.
These angles that are actively being created in the round, or maybe if Iconic just walks into his crosshair.
It'll tag up Ambi. One shot separating him from death now out of that 417. And yet another one out of Merc. The one man you really don't want to try and work those angles against. Finally, they'll catch him reloading. Ashen will gun him down, but
they just don't have it. They just don't have anything, really. The verticality going SQ's way. The Solus is down. That's the big one. So if there's no angle directly on Forest position, well, there is. So exploring that hypothetical, unfortunately, is moot. The remaining 2 players fall. J90 soon after. 5-4 for SQ. Sub-minute, but still 2 players on the top floor. Merc finds one at the cost of so much HP, but Geo fights back. But Ashen finds 2! They line up for the newbie. Still staking his claim amongst the veterans. Rexen, a tough day yesterday. Barely any presence. He spots a punch hole through the floor. Foltz does give away the game a little bit. And Rexen has time. 18 seconds, so little for the attack. And they're coalescing around that hatch. They're consolidating their resources. They found one, but the rotate! He's stuck going through!